Hey guys, this episode is brought to you by SparrowFamilyDesigns.com. If you guys like good t-shirts, hoodies, all kinds of great stuff, you guys can head on over to SparrowFamilyDesigns.com. Also, if you want to support the podcast, buy a decon shirt. Just saying. Anyway, SparrowFamilyDesigns.com. So, without further ado, let's light this candle. What's up, guys? Today we're going to discover a group of conspiracies together. So, also, if you guys want to head on over to youtube.com and check out Decon vs. the Dark, you guys can also check out my anti-lizard people farm. There I show just footage of my farm animals, my guard dogs, anything that a lizard person, an Illuminati member, would hate. So head on over to youtube.com and check out my stuff. Anyway, so today we're going to look at 9 ridiculous conspiracy theories about celebrity changelings or celebrity clones. So number 1, I know you guys have heard this a lot because this is probably one of the most famous ones. So Paul McCartney. So the imposter is a look-alike called Billy Shears. Here's the theory. Paul McCartney died in a car accident in 1966 on the way home from EMI recording studios. His fellow Beatles, or Beatles, were so worried about the effect on their careers that they replaced him with a guy called William Shears. William Shears Campbell. Or Billy Shears. An orphan who won a McCartney look-alike competition, but they felt so guilty that they began to leave clues about McCartney's replacement, like the funeral artwork for Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. If you play A Day in the Life backwards, you can hear a recorded phrase, "Paul is dead. Miss him, miss him." I've listened to that recording, and I don't know, it sounds like a bunch of, not Paul is dead, but it sounds like just gibberish. Theorists think you can also hear John Lennon saying, "I buried Paul." That one kind of got me because it does sound like that. But anyways, you guys can check that out for yourself. So just head on over to YouTube and just type in "I buried Paul" and you'll see several different videos on that. So anyways, at the end of Strawberry Fields Forever, this theory has been around since the '60s, but in 2015, several websites reported that Ringo Starr have confirmed it. Cheeky. I don't know what that means. But anyways, number 2, Megan Fox. The imposter, multiple government clones, or synthetics, or if you're cool, you call them synths. So the theory, according to this strange forum, Fox is replaced once in a while with clones created by the government, and these are referred to by forum users as Fagin. That's very close to some. Every time she looks different, which could be easily explained by the process of aging or the fight against it. It's a new clone, says these theorists. All we can conclude is that the truth is out there. When you do see pictures of before and after, like you see Megan Fox, and she looks like a regular girl. And then when you see the after, she looks like somebody took a Barbie doll and held a lighter to it, and like the skin melted, and they held it at an angle so that the eyes got stretched back. Like it looks like she has so many facelifts that are in the back, her ears are touching. Anyways, number 3, Miley Cyrus. The imposter, Miley's old body double. The theory, some seem to think that Miley died of an overdose in 2010, which, that's a rumor I want to start every now and again. Just go on over to an event and be like, "Hey, did you guys know that Miley Cyrus died of an overdose?" And they'll be like, "Really?" And I go, "Yeah, back in 2010. or was killed by a corporation, probably Bayer. So, whatever the consistent detail is that she was subsequently replaced by her former body double. Theorists got really excited about this one because Miley used her body double to briefly stand in for her in a concert for about 30 seconds. Starting at, so if you look this up, Miley uses a body double. You can see that she's standing at 2:15 in the clip, and this proves her body double could believably play her forever. But why? Do I have that button? I don't know if I do. But anyways, Avril Lavigne. This is probably one of the most famous ones besides the Paul McCartney one. The imposter, Avril's friend, Melissa Vandella. Why? I don't know. So the theory, Avril died after she released of her first album, Let Go. She was replaced by a probably fictional, maybe not, you never know, Melissa Vandella, apparently a lookalike best friend of Avril's. That's kind of creepy. Could you imagine if you have a best friend that the reason why you picked him out was because he looks exactly like you? That to me would be weird. But it'd be something I would do. Why would I do it? Because it's funny, that's why. I'd be standing there with my lookalike and they'll be like, hey, Christian? Nope. Try the next guy. And there's an Asian person standing there, Christian? I'm like, no, man, I'm not Asian. I'm over here. What are you doing? Anyways, so where were we? So Google says Avril is now 1.55 M when the real Avril was 1.58 M. Of course, we're talking about meters. According to her official website back in the day, a lot of people started noticing all these differences. That, like, man, does she look a little bit different to you? I think so. She looks a little bit taller, and other people were like, man, she looks a little bit shorter. So theories think that Avril, that the 155 is actually Melissa. Supposedly, Melissa carried on Avril's career, but instead of being discreet about it, she started using darker lyrics that for some reason referenced the fact that the real Avril was dead. Under the Skin, the lookalike's first album, is said to be a hint that the new Avril was living under the skin of old Avril. Profundity, thy name is Melissa. Anyways, so number 5, Beyonce, the imposter, a clone. The theory is that in the year 2000, Beyonce's team took some stem cells from her body in case she died. In 2010, she died. Why is it always 2010? I don't know. Anyways, she died. Now she's a clone, as evidenced by the below clip in which she is malfunctioning. So if you guys head on over to Beyonce, MK Ultra, or Beyonce Malfunction, you actually see her just kind of weird out. So that's the evidence. Number 6, Britney Spears, the imposter, a series of clones. The theory, Britney Spears and Justin Timberlake were in a terrible car accident back when they were dating in the late 90s. This theory says Britney died, and since then, a set of clones have filled in for her. Theories particularly like her 2005 track, Mona Lisa, in which she sings, "She's been cloned." Clone Britney, come on. Stop with the lies. So if you go head over to YouTube again and type in, Britney Spears malfunction, also, you begin to see that these clones, that these clones don't really handle pressure very well. So they begin to malfunction when asked a simple question like, how's the weather treating you? All right, number 7, Eminem, the imposter, an Illuminati clone. Where's my button? Hold on. Let me try that one again. Yeah, don't cough into the mic. All right, let's see. An Illuminati clone. Yeah, an Illuminati clone. Did that sound effect go through right? I believe so. Anyways, all right, let's continue down this fantastic list. The theory. In 2011, Eminem revealed that he had writer's block for 4 years, which theory says that it's a cover-up for the gap between 2004's Encore and 2009's Relapse, because the real Slim Shady, who did not stand up... Sorry, I'm going to quit yelling. Was very different. So, if you look at these forums, the conspiracy posted that, look, they look different, they act different... But how did this happen? They believe the real Slim Shady died in 2005 in a car crash organized by the Illuminati after he refused to work with them. The new Eminem was very different. And those who are and were his true fans likely didn't buy the switch at all. They're like, it's obvious. Many brainwashed people not able to conceive what reality is really like believed the lie and followed after their hero in his new mentality. It goes on to say that the clone is a satanic homosexual sellout Eminem who is leading the younger generations into being slaves to the New World Order. Those of you that watch wrestling kind of got that reference. The New World Order, or, maybe he's just the real Eminem, but most likely not. Number 8, Taylor Swift. The imposter, Satanist Zena LaVey, or Taylor Swift is kind of a chicken and the egg situation. So here's what's crazy. If you actually look at a picture of Taylor Swift and Zena LaVey, they look exactly alike. So I buy it. I believe it. That's exactly what happened. So Taylor Swift is a clone of renowned Satanist Zena LaVey. Pretty much what it says on the tin. If you think this is dumb, go look that up. Look at Zena LaVey and then Taylor Swift next to each other. It is so ridiculous. They look exactly alike. You know what? I believe it. That's exactly what happened. All right, number 9, Katy Perry. The imposter, John Benet Ramsey. Wait, what? Where's my button? I don't have my button. John Benet Ramsey. The theory, a bit like the Taylor Swift one, this theory suggests that Katy Perry was actually someone else before. And no, not the Christian rocker era Perry. Theories... I'm sorry. My voice is kind of... I should stop yelling. There's reckon she used to be John Benet Ramsey, the young pageant star who was killed in 1996 by her parents. And it's never been solved, but I believe it's her parents. And now a Netflix documentary subject. They don't really say why Ramsey's death would have been fake. Maybe to make more money, or maybe they knew Katy Perry was coming. It doesn't matter. So people point out that they look vaguely similar. Nobody died. Nobody got hurt. There's a guy named Dave J. Who talks about the whole thing. He says that sacrifice was a name only, and that was to get something, and that something was to become a star. John Benet became Katy Perry, and that's a fact. So you guys can look into that kind of stuff. Anyways, that's it. That's all I got for you guys. So if you guys want to support this podcast, like I said, you guys can head on over to familydesigns.com, get a shirt, go on YouTube, like and subscribe. You guys can head on over to iHeartRadio, follow me there, follow me on Spotify, and that's it. So if you guys like cute farm animals and homesteading and all that good stuff in the summertime or in the spring when I start planting my crops, I'll record it and you guys can check it out. So you guys can learn how to not depend on the Illuminati and all that other government stuff or secret society stuff. So that's it. Remember, guys, that if you are listening to this, nope, that's the old podcast. Just because you're paranoid doesn't mean they're not after you.